Just logging in here. Will I'll be just holding off for a second here, just waiting for more people to get on here and all that sorts. Um, no worries. Just uh, just waiting for more people to kind of log on and get everything all ready and all that stuff, and getting my list of stuff ready and all that jazz. But anyways, today we are going to be doing a Q&A, and also kind of a year in review and all that sorts. And trying to, get some stuff. Just going to get some stuff up and going, and future plans, and what we're going to be planning on doing within the next year or two. So let's uh, let's make sure that we have our questions and all that jazz ready. But anyways, let us know if you when you're on. Um, we'll also be talking about previous events, things that we've done this past year, all the ground that we've been making, um, and our future plans. So let's anyways. But yeah, so basically, some of our plans for this coming year. Um, well, actually, year in review. Actually, let's start with that. So our year in review um, is we this past year we went to quite a few events. This year we went to the Battle of Cowpens as our January event. We also went to Guilford Courthouse. We also did Ramsers Mill. The unit did my unit Mecklenburg Militia did Ramsers Mill. I personally was not able to make it, but pretty much those were some of the events that we did. Ramsers Mills in Lincolnton, North Carolina. Um, so it's not too far from where I'm at. I'm in the general area of Charlotte. So basically, it's a convenient location for me. So when you think of Charlotte, it's kind of a middle ground area for me, as far as like um, events and all that sorts. And I can go to a few events in Charlotte. Well, Virginia, like southern part of Virginia. Actually, last year was my first year going to Martin Station, which was a really great event, and I'm glad that I had the privilege of going to it. Um, so it was definitely worth my while. So glad that I was able to go to that. Um, so if you have the privilege to go to, make sure that you sign up for some of their events. I think the event that I went to was in like April, May time, and all that sorts. So definitely worthwhile. So if you can go to that, do it. Um, so I mean, personally, I found that it was really valuable to my, um, valuable to, was definitely valuable in my opinion. Glad that I was able to go. Um, got a lot of photos. There was a lot of definitely a fantastic event. One thing that I will say is that it's definitely a quality site. So I really have no complaints about it. As far as like, um, Farby stuff or any of that sorts, nothing was Farby, nothing was fake. I found that a lot of people um, were definitely a lot of quality reenactors and sorts. So glad that I was able to go to that. Um, so can't really complain in that sense. Um, but one thing that I will say is this. Um, One thing that I will definitely say is that um, you'll have to probably send in an email as far as like your kit and all that stuff, as far as like a photo of your kit and all that sorts, and any of that stuff. Um, Sorry, I'm just messaging someone trying to. They had a question as far as um, they're submitting some questions and all that sorts. Um, but anywho, they're a great site. So if you have the opportunity to go to it, to Martin Station, definitely do it. Um, Definitely worthwhile. Um, so definitely do it. The next event that we went to was also the Battle of Huck's Defeat. Really great event. I'm glad that I was able to go to it. Had a lot of fun. And of course, I have a GoPro that I have mounted on my tricorn on my left side of the hat. I find that it's actually pretty cool. It actually gets a lot of great footage to it. Um, so you can actually see us, see the whole, the whole battle and all that stuff, everything that I see from my perspective. Um, so that definitely makes it more fun, in my opinion. And I think that it definitely helps with, I found that a lot of people tend to really enjoy that. Um, so that's been pretty nice. So if you can get on board with our channel, definitely please like and subscribe. Please do so. You'll be glad that you did. So for those that are just checking in now, definitely definitely like and subscribe our channel and all that sorts. Definitely have some valuable stuff. We do all kinds of great things on here. But anyways, as I mentioned, we've done quite a few events. We also went to Camden, the Battle of Camden, in Kershaw, South Carolina. The Battle of Camden was previously at Historic Camden, which is in downtown Camden area. They have, within the past several years, they've actually moved moved the actual reenactment itself to a area in Kershaw, which is pretty nice. Um, which is a really nice site. Um, so you'll definitely like it. If you ever have the chance to go, they do a full scale battle. Um, there's 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 probably at least 200 to 400 people out there at least, for the Battle of Camden. So as I said, if you have the chance to go to it, there's a lot of people there. You'll definitely see a lot of people on the field, reenactors, a lot of vendors and sorts. So it's definitely really cool. They do a great display. There's a few people that actually run the event. I know that there's that organization that runs it, and then there's the reenactors that help kind of facilitate things and all that sorts. Anyways, those are some of the big events that we went to. Now, as far as some things that we've progressed on here with our living history, is we were definitely really pushing for the subscribers and viewers and all that stuff. Trying to push some really good content for you all. We've done a lot of cooking demos. 2024, we actually were picked up a site to where we volunteer at, Museum of the Waxhaws, which is in Waxhaws, North Carolina. Definitely a pretty darn cool site. Nice people who run the organization, Megan and Caitlin. They do a great job running it. So I'm definitely looking forward to this coming year in 2025, as far as doing more cooking demonstrations. Periodically check out our YouTube or our Facebook group. If you are able to go into the Facebook group, we do a lot of updates as far as like events that we're going to and doing. That's where I post quite a few of the videos that we make and all that sorts. So definitely keep an eye on that. We also have that in the channel description. So if you're able to check out the channel description, definitely do that. You'll find the link there to the group and the page. So definitely check that out if you can. And all that sorts. You'll definitely be glad that you did. We definitely try to periodically keep all that updated. I know that you all really appreciate that. I find that to be the best form of communication in a sense, as far as like getting updates on everything. It's kind of the sign of the times, I guess, for the lack of better words and all that stuff. So if you can definitely get onto that, do it. One of the other things that we're also was also pretty darn cool is we've built some connections, especially with one of my friends, Captain Ron. That's the name that we all give him. Definitely a great person. He also has his own channel, Captain Ron's 18th Century. So he has a great channel as well. I find his content to be really valuable, especially in my learning. I like my learning things that I'm wanting to learn and all that stuff. He also has a lot of value as far as like things that I'm wanting to do, the route that I want to go. He does a lot with muskets and rifles and all that sorts. I've actually partaken in a lot of reenactments with him. So that's been really great for me. He's been really helpful as far as some of the things that I'm wanting to do and wanting to get into. And I also have made a lot of progress in my personal kit as well. Some of the things that I've made a lot of progress in as far as my kit goes is I've gotten I've actually gotten a hunting frock, which is something that I've been needing to get actually for the past few years, as funny as it sounds. So I've definitely been pretty glad about that. So for those that are familiar with the struggle of piecing your kit together, you'll realize that it's like, oh yeah, okay, I'll have to get this, and this, and this. Especially for those that really, really pay attention to quality, like I do and all that sorts. It's definitely been a struggle in some cases. It has not been easy. I know that when I first got into the hobby, I know that the first event, my first event intending, actually, as funny as it sounds, was actually Huck's Defeat in York, South Carolina. That was the first reenactment that I ever watched before ever in my entire life. But that was the reenactment that I finally decided that I'm going to get involved in reenacting. I've always loved history, as funny as it sounds. I've always loved it. It's always been something that I've wanted to get involved in. But that was the event that I first, really decided I wanted to get involved in reenacting and really pursue kind of some of my, some of the things that I'm interested in and all that sorts. So it's definitely been, quite interesting in that regard. But anywho, I've been able to get a hold of a few new pieces. So for those that have seen my trousers, that are familiar with my natural colored, kind of a tannish gray trousers um, for my militia kit. For those that have seen it, actually, you'll realize, or you'll you, you'll notice that I've made a few repairs as far as kind of swung that up. But other than that, I've also decided to uh, start making a new pair of trousers, which I'm still in the process of kind of putting together. I personally do not know how to sew, so right now what I'm wanting to do, or what I'm needing to do, is find someone that I can get to sew me, under the specifications that I'm looking for, as far as the trousers go. Um, because it has to be hand stitched, and also for the buttons to be historically accurate and all that stuff. So that's one of the I got the material for those. So um, so I'm still kind of in the process of finding someone to sew that. So that's going to be probably hopefully within the next couple months. Um, so I got the material for that already. I just need to get the buttons and such to do that. Um, so that's the big thing. Um, And then the next thing that I was able to acquire, thankfully, because of my friend Warren, another buddy, or another friend of mine that I do reenacting with, I was able to buy a pair of um, knee breeches, which is something that I've been needing to get. Um, so it's definitely been quite the it's definitely been quite the ordeal in that regard. Um, so kind of piecing all this together has been really, really exciting. Um, you know, um, so that's been really good for me to be able to do that. Um, but also, some of the other things that I've been looking to do is I also got a. I was also able to get my shoes repaired this past year in 2024, which is something that I have been needing to do for the past uh, what seems to be the past year. Um, those shoes have been about those shoes are about as old as I've been reenacting for. So that's 2019. November 2019 was when I got those pairs of shoes. Um, Also, for those that are just jumping on, the new people, please like and subscribe to the channel if you can. Um, definitely, definitely love to have new people on here, to kind of keep updated on everything and all that sorts. So if you can, please like and subscribe. Um, but anyways, so we were able to get my shoes repaired and fixed up a little bit though. So I was able to find someone in Florida, as interesting as it sounds, to repair them and get them to where I needed to be. Um, so they're historically accurate. So that's another benefit of it. So I'm glad I was able to find someone to do that for me. So that was another thing that I was able to do, kind of as the year in review. I was able to get that fixed. Um, and of course, build more connections. Um, the next thing that I'm kind of looking to do, as far as, or like, um, well, some of the other things that I've been able to do as far as like that was build more connections, like with build like a closer connection with some of the sites that I go to and all that sorts. Because I definitely value the relationship that I have with those people. It definitely helps a lot, especially with what I do. And they're more willing to kind of work with me and help with what I'm doing and all that sorts. Um, so it's definitely been a big benefit to me, to kind of get those people on board. Um, so for those that know me, know that I definitely value relationships in that regard. So definitely, so I'm definitely pretty thrilled about that, in that regard. Um, But anywho, um, as far as other things, as far as looking forward, some of the things that we plan to do moving forward is um, is we are still going to continue to do what we can as far as spreading the word in regards to what we do. And if you're just jumping on, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're definitely welcoming here. We love everyone here, and we're definitely wanting to spread the word as far as getting everyone on board. Um, but anyways, as far as moving forwards, what we're wanting to do is two big things that I personally am wanting to do with the channel and all that stuff is um, uh, going through my notes right now. But also some things that I'm really wanting to do is definitely get people's input as far as book reviews and all that stuff. So if you have a book review um, for the um, for the group to look into, definitely do that. If you're just jumping on, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate anyone that we can get on here. Um, but So that's one of the things that we're wanting to do. Another thing that we're wanting to do is definitely we definitely love people who submit some photos for the backdrop photo of the group. So we can definitely do that. So if you have a photo that you're wanting to, um, submit for the group backdrop, please do so at your convenience, and we'll view everything and see which one is best. We'll periodically change it. Um, uh, the only requirements for the book and the photo submission, they have to meet these requirements. They have to be historically accurate. Have like it's like the book has to be historically accurate, based off of historical accuracy. That's something that we definitely value here is accuracy. That's definitely something that we need, and something that we value is historical accuracy and something that's accurate, um, involving American history. So as long as it's accurate and that it involves American history, we definitely want your book submission to the Our Living History Facebook group. Um, so if you have a question as to which the link to that group, just drop it in the comments, and we'll get you hooked up to the group. Now, as far as the photo goes, for the backdrop of the group too, um, definitely submit the photo. We would prefer if it's of a photo not with you in it, but yes, with you in it though, but like reenactments and all that stuff of you doing what you do best and all that stuff at the event. So we definitely appreciate that. Um, so those are some things that we really, really want. Definitely want some group involvement. Also, another thing that we'd like is if you have a historic site that's within a reasonable distance of the Charlotte, North Carolina area, that's within a reasonable distance. I guess what I consider a reasonable distance would be Guilford Courthouse or maybe Martin Station in Virginia. Something that I can, obviously plan and get to. Obviously, something like Martin Station would require a little bit more planning, which is a site that I plan on going to this coming spring for their event. And by the way, that's a really good site. I love going there. So for those that are just checking in, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you can. But anyways, Martin Station is definitely something that we're going to go to this coming year. Again, we found that site was really fun. All the rangers there and the people who were working at the site were really, really nice. Definitely found that it was really valuable. Um, So if you're able to go to that event too, more than likely you'll see me there. The one in I think it was like April or May that I went to. Maybe it was even as early as March. I forgot. It's been such a busy year. Um, but we definitely found that site to be really nice. There wasn't you don't get all the people. The one thing that I really liked about that site was that you don't get a lot of the people who have all these big bushy biker beards. Um, and excuse my facial hair right now. It's been a long week. Usually I'm pretty good about that. So I apologize for that for those that are noticing the irony in that statement. But anyways, the few things that I really like about that site is that they don't have the whole facial hair thing and all that sorts there. Which is really nice. You don't get all that, and you don't have the people there with plastic beads. You don't have the people there that are pretending to be the whole mountain man impression that are doing it inaccurately. Yes, you have the mountain man people there, but you don't have the people there doing it inaccurately, which is something that I really, really find great. So they're really on top of that. Um, and Thankfully, I was invited last year by two of my friends, one of which was not able to make it, unfortunately. So I apologize, Ron, for calling you out on that. But we're going to see you there this year. Hopefully, you can fit it into your schedule and stuff and all that sorts. But I ended up going with one of my friends, Mason, this past year. So that was really nice and enjoyable. Um, for those that are just checking in again, um, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you all can. We definitely would greatly appreciate that. We definitely appreciate everyone here on our channel. We always enjoy people's input here. But anyways, so some things that we are also wanting to do this year is really, um, you know, not necessarily be more assertive, but I guess put ourselves in more areas, like go to like more sites in different sites than what we would normally go to. Um, so like I know there's going to be a few places that I'm going to be going to this coming year in 2025. So some of the places that I plan to go to is St. Augustine, um, and do some videos on some of the historical sites there that I have not gone to yet. Um, One site that we were going to go to that I'm currently putting on the back burner is going to Kismet, the town of Kismet in Florida. That's one site that I'm putting on the back burner currently. Unfortunately, the museums and the sites that I was kind of talking to, getting information from, it's just going to be such a big project um, that I'm going to have to kind of postpone it a little bit to 2026, to be able to do that the way that I'm wanting to do it. Because obviously, again, with me, I really want to be including historically accurate information in all my videos. So when I go to a place to do a video, I want to make sure that I have all the right information. So historical accuracy is something that I value, and I like to really study up on the topic, and all that sorts. So accuracy is something that I really value. So for me to be able to do it properly, me postponing the video on the town of Kismet to 2026 is something that's going to be that's going to be needed to be done for me to do it the way that I want to. Um, but in lieu of that, the plan is to go to St. Augustine, um, to where I have a lot of information. I've been able to work with some of the rangers at some of the big forts there and stuff. So I've been able to get a lot of information from them, talk with them. They're doing a lot of demonstrations in 2025 as far as like firing demonstrations, cannons, and all that stuff. on Saturdays and all that sorts and throughout the week. So for those that are just checking in, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, if you all can. But anyways, so that's the plan, is going to St. Augustine to do some videos on one of the forts there. And also the plan is to also do some of the little odds and ends and stuff, doing like little shorts and showing different locations within St. Augustine. And I also plan to revisit certain topics this coming year, for the simple fact that in previous videos, all the information is accurate. It's great, but I want to be able to add additional information, especially like going into more detail, as far as like the cow pens, like going into more detail on certain aspects of the battle for during the Revolutionary War. And also some other topics that I'm really wanting to go into more detail about is just battles like the Battle of Huck's Defeat. I'm still getting all my information ready on that. So I have all that ready. I just need to get down to that site and do the video on the battle. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I definitely have a lot of plans for 2025 as far as videos go and all that sorts. So definitely stay updated on that. Now, as far as the other additional plans that we have, I do plan on doing some collaborations with one of my friends, including him in one of my videos, Captain Ron. He's definitely been a wealth of information for me, so we can get him involved in more of our videos as far as talking about guns and muskets and firelocks and all that stuff. Things like that, being able to discuss that, and also go into more detail about other aspects of like proper militia attire for the during the Revolutionary War. That's definitely something that I'm wanting to also make a video or two on. So that's definitely been something that I've been wanting to do. But anyways, again, for those that are just checking in, definitely please like and subscribe to the channel. Definitely appreciate you all here. But anyways, another topic that we're wanting to do, to go into detail about, is another site that we're wanting to really go to and do a video on is what is it? Some of the battles with the First and Second and Third Seminole War. That's definitely something that we're wanting to do. Because I definitely find that that's been a great site or a great topic to get into as far as like information, as far as like battles and all that sorts, and other avenues of for topics for videos and stuff. That's definitely something that I'm actually wanting to get into in the future. Is just that. I'm in the process of doing some research on a kit for, the Second Seminole War. It's definitely something that I've been wanting to get into currently. It's just been a big process. So stay tuned on that. So that's going to be an interesting thing that I'm going to want to get I'm looking forward to doing. That's going to be like a long-term plan. So stay tuned on that. But anyways, that's pretty much the plan for that. So I'm really looking forward to how that turns out and all that sorts. So definitely stay tuned on that. Anyways, that's really just an overall, you know, uh, year in review and for future things. We also have a lot of plans that we're going to be rolling out in 2025 as far as what we're wanting to do. As far as like more videos, we're going to also want to do more. Another thing that we're wanting to do is we're doing more interviews with people. So if you're someone that is interested in doing an interview and you're within the general area of Charlotte, North Carolina, definitely reach out to us. We're definitely interested in possibly working something out to gain a different perspective on things. Um, we're also wanting to, just in general, doing more long form and short form videos, and shorts as well. We're definitely wanting to do more videos in that regard. Um, and pretty much within our living history, we pretty much try to cover that, cover anything that's like American history related. For example, like recently, well, semi recently, in November, last November in 2024, we actually went to the Navy SEAL Museum, which was really, really interesting. Had a lot of fun there. We got a lot of good footage there, and they were kind enough to let us get some videos and some photos, so that's been great. But anyways, so we're looking to do more videos like that, additional videos, kind of involving a variety of topics, which is something that we've kind of already been doing. We've already, since kind of starting the channel and the Facebook page and group, we've really, we really have been doing a variety of American history topics, but it hasn't been something that we do on a large scale, mostly because of just I'm always so busy with reenactments for Revolutionary War, as well as and also cooking demos and stuff. That it's just been a big struggle to really branch out a lot. We've also done some World War II videos as well. We had the privilege of going to a World War II reenactment, which was really fun. Definitely a great experience. So I'm definitely glad that I was invited to that. So we're hoping to do more things like that, in which we go to these World War II events or Vietnam War events, and as well as other time period events, things like 1812, Civil War, and of course, some other like events and stuff involving World War One as well. So we're kind of looking to kind of branch out to those as well. So if you have an event that's within a reasonable distance of Charlotte, North Carolina, maybe like a couple hours, we'd be more than happy to go there and get some videos and all that stuff. But as I said, I mean, we're really looking to do a lot more interviews if we can, if the opportunity presents itself. We'd like to be able to do some interviews in that regard. And then, of course, we'd like to be able to video new topics and more topics as well. So if there's something that you would like us to cover, please do so. But it's definitely something that we're wanting to do. But anyways, that's the story. So if you all have any questions, please definitely check in with us, and go over to our Facebook groups and our page. We'd love to have you. So if you all have any questions, just please drop them in the comments and all that sorts. We're hoping to do some more live videos moving forward as well this coming year. I find that that's definitely a great way to kind of engage our viewers and stuff. Definitely a better way to kind of reach out to you all. So if you all have any questions, please reach out. And definitely look forward to doing more live videos if we can. But other than that, have a great rest of the day, and talk to you all soon. And again, if you all have any more questions, reach out, and talk to you all soon. Be safe.